mate, with my dude, I think.
Okay, so a little presentation. This is Twilight of Pleasure. This is the introductory scenario that will be included in Wretched Space Second Edition. We have 4 players playing several characters that will be all members of the Wretched Legion. They are still in jail at this moment. So we have Neva Sirens. Just introduce briefly.
Well, she is a stunningly beautiful woman. Woman,
Just
I mean,
one, just one.
just one
They them.
exactly. Yes, no, she's not they them. She's actually a human clone, and she was a sex slave. But one day she flipped out of it or into it. I'm not sure, and she decided to kill her master in a very sadistic way so that she could break free. Of course, what happened was she ended up in jail.
And because you were jailed for murder, and it was kind of a brutal thing,
Mhm.
you were jailed in a place called Blackstone Fortress, which is not nice. What about Grakar?
Uh, Raka is a large, imposing four-armed alien with green skin and large, enviable square jaws, and who's framed for a crime he didn't commit, probably by those pesky humans, and betrayed by his own people. He found himself imprisoned, stripped of honor, and now he's really upset about it. He's quite angry.
And you were also imprisoned at Blackstone. That's where they send all the Clarish because they are brutal and savage. What about Alpha 7?
Where to start? I'm wondering what to say and what not to say, really. There's loads here. But basically, Alpha 7 is a Delpha, which means they're shadow operatives. So I'm guessing I've been caught
Tiny
spying.
lizard.
And that's about all I'm going to say because it's a really exciting character. I don't want to.
Oh no, it's not a lizard. It's a Dolphar.
The Dolphar are the ones in the suits.
Yeah,
Suits,
they
yeah.
are
Nobody knows
slugs.
who they are or what they are quite.
I
But
know.
I guess I've been naughty because I've been arrested. So I guess I've been caught spying or something. I don't know.
Yeah, so you are a white collar criminal, so you went to the Hive, which is a kind of a
I've probably stolen
medium.
something by the look of this because I'm a greedy fecker by the sounds of this. So it's like lore and mystique, motivations are all cloaked in mystery. So I probably don't even know what I've done.
I think you can decide for yourself. Then there's Rhea Blackwood. Who is Rhea Blackwood?
Okay, let me read some bits. So a seasoned hacker, a cyborg. Her body is enhanced with a myriad of cybernetic implants, giving her unparalleled proficiency in navigating the digital realm. Her past is shrouded in secrecy, rumors circulating about involvement with criminal organizations, cyber crimes, and obviously she has been caught because she's in jail now.
So do we all know each other, Miguel? Or
no, not yet. Since you were
right.
jailed for cyber crimes, you went to Greenhaven, which sounds nice. It's a nice
It
place.
really sounds nice.
Yeah.
If I have a list and they ask me where do you want to go, what is Green Eden like?
I will talk about it after because we are starting in jail. So
Okay.
Grakar and Neva are both at Blackstone. I'm going to explain what is Blackstone.
Yeah, and I'm a clone, so yeah, not only did I kill someone brutally, but I'm a clone.
So Blackstone Fortress is a maximum security prison in an asteroid belt in the Kren system. It was the prison. It's kind of a space station. Was carved inside a very large asteroid, and it has a reputation for severe conditions and the brutal treatment of prisoners.
And I imagine they have mixed showers and all that.
Yeah, so you can rape men there. This is where they send the most dangerous criminals and insurgents and clones.
Yeah, because clones aren't human.
It's possible that you know each other. Maybe you know Grakar. You are in the same place. Obviously, it's a very large prison, so it's more likely that if you have,
And there are a lot of Clarishes there, right?
yeah, they all look the same. And for Grakar, the same.
Yeah.
People all look the same.
Humans, you mean?
Yeah, humans. Well, you're a clone.
Yeah.
But yeah, still human, kind of. Okay, let's start with Grakar. I'm not going to ask you what you're doing because you are inside a very dark jail cell. Whatever you are doing, nobody cares. Um, you aren't alone. There's another Grakar in your own cell. It's you don't know the time because it's always dark inside Blackstone Fortress, and they don't allow you to have watches and they don't inform you about that. So it's dark as usual. You hear some noise outside, and it's not meal time, so it's kind of unusual. You hear someone opening the door to your cell. About a couple of seconds later, the door is open, and you hear a voice calling your name, Bloodcrag.
I just grunt at him. In front and center.
Get up against the wall.
I comply and keep my all four arms on the wall.
Your forearms, yeah. They tell you to put your arms behind your back so they can cuff you.
Yeah.
They apply the two pairs of cuffs, and then one of the guards says, "Come with us. You have a visitor," which is possible the first visitor you have here. I don't know, probably. It's not a normal thing. People don't go to an asteroid to visit prisoners.
Yeah. I'm visibly upset that it's not a riot.
So they drag you through the corridors, and you arrive at another place, another area of this jail, where the conditions are slightly different. It's still a very bleak place. It's still a dark place. Is there a cat there?
Yeah, and she going. I don't know. She heard you say "Blood Dirk" and she went crazy. I think she has a thing for Clarice.
Okay. Which one? Yeah. So they take you to the part of the building where the administration of the jail is, and they open a door, and there's a chair there, and one of the guards says, "Sit down, Bloodcrag." Did it work again, Bloodcrag? No,
I
not
guess.
this time.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. You can sit there and wait a bit.
I stare at the human guards until I get bloodshot eyes.
Meanwhile, in another area of the jail, Neva Siren is in her cell block in her cell. When something similar happens, guards arrive. They tell you to position yourself so they can apply the handcuffs, and they tell you that you have a visitor, which is strange, obviously. But they aren't there to talk to you.
Well, maybe someone is going to bail me out. I don't know. Maybe someone decided to buy me.
It's a possibility, yes.
Okay, I will comply, of course.
They then take you to an area. Here she comes. Blutgere. No. They take you to the administrative area of the jail, and they take you to a room. And inside this room, there's a very large Clarish
Hmm.
uh, inmate, obviously.
So
One of
that's
the guards
strange.
tell you, enter and wait.
I'm wondering if they are trying to do some weird sex show to entertain people
Yeah.
in the prison.
Yes, it could be. It could be that. Yes. You stay there for 10 minutes. About about 10 minutes. Well, you don't know. There's no clock. When the door opens again, and this time, besides the human guards that work at Blackstone, there's also another person, a man, a middle-aged man, with a suit. He doesn't look like well, he definitely isn't a guard at the prison. He could be possibly someone working in the administration. He's not the director. That one you already know, so it's not him. He doesn't look like a precinct director anyway.
But he looks like a bureaucrat.
He looks like a bureaucrat. Yes,
The worst
he's
kind of
carrying.
humans.
Yeah,
Okay, so they're probably going to use us in some kind of experiment.
he's carrying a computer in a kind of a laptop. He looks at you and he asks, "Neva Siren?" And I suppose if
Shake
you
my
are,
head.
this one is Grakar Blutkreg.
Yes, well, it will be hard. I look at Grakar. I think it will be hard to confuse us.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I am from. Let me check where he's from. Exactly where he's from. Well, he's from the FSAA. I represent the Federation Space Administration Agency. You know what that is? It's the law enforcement agency in Wretched Space. The guys who caught you, obviously. Have you heard about the Wretched Legion program?
Uh, would we have heard about the Wretched Legion program?
Well,
Yeah.
you probably never heard about it because you were a sex slave, but Grakar probably heard about it. You
He's
know
got
that
like
it's
a 7 in. He's kind of dense. So
I am obliged to ask you if you want to join the program. You were selected from a series of other people to be recruited to the Legion. I will explain briefly what that means. So the man who hasn't introduced himself and he won't introduce himself tells you that the Wretched Legion is a special agency inside the FSAA where only former inmates are accepted. The purpose of the Legion is to patrol, usually is to patrol the outer rim. Sometimes you have other missions, different missions, missions that require the agents to be disposable. Missions where they wouldn't send their own men sometimes for other reasons, not just disposability. Sometimes because they don't want to involve officers of the FSAA, and the Legion is kind of unofficial, almost. It's not quite a law enforcement agency. And there's the drawback for this is the advantage is you get out of jail, so obviously, right. The drawback is that you are inoculated with a nanobomb and they control it, and if you fail the missions or if you do anything illegal, or at least illegal against the inner worlds or the government. You will be exploded, and if you try to escape, obviously you will be instantly killed. So that's the drawback of it.
Mm.
Oh,
The other drawback, not
shot.
as bad, is that you have to serve uh, in the Legion until they decide that you are no longer required, and then you will be free to go.
You mean it could be longer than our time in jail?
No, it's not. No. Never longer, but it could be the same time.
But I get my blades and guns.
You will get something, yes. Not necessarily yours, but something.
And we can do whatever we want. Well, as long as we do the missions.
Up to a point. You will have some freedom. You can't go away from well. There's obviously a ship involved in this. There will be a pilot. Uh, you will be assigned to a ship, and you can't. And the ship's AI will be controlling uh, every contact you have with the Federation, and they will be your intermediary or middleman, and it's the AI that controls the nanobomb as well. So if you don't report to the AI at the scheduled time, you'll have a small window of time to rectify that, or else you will be killed.
So if we kept prisoners by some chance, we'll be killed anyway.
It could happen, yes, but
But we'll be out of jail.
yes.
Okay, so where do I sign?
Here, he handles you the computer. There's a space for you to sign there.
Okay, I'm going to sign. I'm reckless, so I don't care. I just want to get the hell out of jail. So
Then the bureaucrat looks at Gracker and asks, "What about you? Are you interested in joining?
Yeah,
We'd
I'll
like
grunt.
to."
Yeah, I grunt, basically just grunt at him and just snatch that. Have they uncuffed me?
No, not yet.
Yeah, I nod my head, yes.
Okay. He said, "Well, you can sign, but only after we inject you with the bomb. Unless you can sign. Well, if you can sign behind your back, you can sign it right now, or I can sign for you."
I just shrug at him because I know it doesn't matter. They're going to do with me what they want anyway.
Okay, so you'll be in a shuttle briefly, and you will be taken somewhere because this is in the middle of nowhere, so you'll have to go somewhere to be recruited, and you don't know if there will be training or not, but something that must happen in the meantime. So they'll leave you again in the room for a while until the shuttle is ready to depart.
so I'm going to ask. I know you're going to move the scene, but I'm going to just ask
Yeah,
Rankar,
no,
what did you do, man? So
I
what did
didn't
you do?
I didn't do nothing. I sprayed. Man's keeping it crowded down. And then I describe what I'm going to do to that bureaucrat once I get a chance. I'm going to break him every joint one at a time.
no. Alpha 7. Alpha 7 is weird. Where's Alpha 7? The Hive. The Hive is not a it's not such a bad place as Blackstone, but it's not really good. It's the physical conditions are probably worse. It's it's a very overcrowded jail, and the prisoners are mostly lower class people charged with minor petty crimes, and gang members and aliens.
So am I sort of below? I'm just trying to work out where my status is. I'm guessing not very high up. If I'm in
Um
this hellhole.
Yeah, probably. Well, you're an alien and you are a Dolpher, so they don't like you very
Yeah,
much.
I'm the lowest of the low, basically. Right, so they've got us in. They've put all the real sort of that they deem as scum. So it's the human forces we've been captured by, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Are they even bothered about us?
not much.
No.
I don't really
Right.
care.
How have I got any allies here? Is there anyone I know?
Yeah, well, let's say that you know one of the NPCs because there will. I'm going to include at least. Well, I'm going to include two NPCs. Uh,
Okay.
you need a pilot, so the pilot will be, but the pilot is not there. So Dr. Sinclair, who is a doctor, and
Right. Yeah. Well, this is the.
he.
Um. Right. Okay.
So
I'm
you may know
wondering.
Dr.
What I'm
Sinclair.
wondering is, am I here as a mission, or am I here because I've been arrested?
No, you are here because you were arrested. It's not.
Right. Okay.
You are not undercover. You are just. You were arrested.
Right. Okay.
So you can decide now what did you do for of illegal.
What? Oh, I probably just, I don't know, stealing food, stealing information. Maybe I'm part of I'm thinking some sort of ring. And it's like we're trying to get to the truth and bust, they're all lying and shit. And we're trying to break a conspiracy or something. A little bit like Blake Seven,
Okay.
basically.
Okay.
That's what I'm
So
riffing
you.
off. That's the kind of vibe I've got in my head. Because that all starts on a prison ship. So this
So what
guy's
do
like
you?
a freedom fighter. Or he believes that's what he is. But they'll have him down as a rebel.
Okay. So let's say that you know Dr. Sinclair, and do you take drugs? Well, probably not because you're a dolphin. It would be
No,
difficult
my
to take
drawback
drugs.
is actually his own sort of personality thing. He suffers from like a delusion of grandeur. So he might have blown this all up in his own head that he's like this freedom fighter, but in actual fact, he's not that great.
Okay. Well then, you are in this jail here as a courtyard where you can walk a bit. Not much because it's crowded. So you just but basically you bump into each other and get some air because this is in a planet, so it's well some people some inmates that breathe get some air. Not you. You are inside a suit, and people
Oh
usually
yeah.
avoid you because you are the weird guy inside the suit.
No, I'm just wondering if I can bust these locks or anything. If I can get out of here.
If you can what?
Get out of here, like, or start sort of instigating plans to get out of here, maybe bribe a guard or something like that, if there's anyone
Okay,
around.
so you are planning an escape. Okay,
Oh,
you were planning
absolutely.
you were planning an escape, but while we were thinking about that, one of the guards is looking at you. Actually, that's not one. There are more behind him. Uh, you assume that they didn't read your mind, so it's probably not that. Um, did you send a message? Sylvie?
Yes. No, ignore it. It's just something that
Oh,
Manel
okay,
was asking about. Ignore it.
okay. So one of the guards approaches you and says, "Alpha 7,
Tis I.
come with us.
Where are you
Someone wants to
taking
see you.
me?
Someone wants to see you.
Anyone I know?
We don't know. Just come."
I'll do as the guy says for now, but I'm gonna sort of. Okay, has this guy got a weapon on him at all?
They have, yes. When you approach
How
the
many of them
building,
is there?
there are four guards. When you approach
All
the
right.
building, one of them tells you, "Turn around. You're going to put you the cuffs."
I comply.
When you turn back, you notice there's someone else there, and you know him. It's Dr. Sinclair, a human. He's an old guy, I think. Let me check.
Unhand that man! How dare you? He's an old man.
Well, not it's not that old. It's just
Well,
yeah.
he's not
No,
looking very well. You haven't been feeding him, have you?
shut up and come, both of you. You walk silently through a corridor, and they take you into a room where a man is sitting down behind a table desk. The man wears a suit. He doesn't look like he certainly isn't a prison guard. He may be someone who works here, but he doesn't look like that. He just looks like someone who is visiting. And he looks at you guys, both of you. I presume that you are Alpha 7 and Dr. Leonard Sinclair. No, Leonard, no. Well, yeah,
Yes,
Leonard
I am
Sinclair.
Alpha 7.
Come inside, please. Well, they tell you basically the same thing. Um, you probably already know what the Wretched Legion is. If you don't know, not the man explains you, tells you what it is, and as it did the others, he asks you if you are interested in joining. If you are, you just have to sign.
What choice do I have, really? I either rot here or I go up there and yeah, I'll sign. Damn it,
Dr.
got
Sinclair
nothing to
also
lose, have I?
agrees. Yeah, probably not. Okay, so you will have to wait for the shuttle, and then you go somewhere.
Have they not told
Mean,
me where I'm going? Even
no, they don't tell you
what
exactly
did
where.
the
They just
contract actually say? What was it? Just like I Alpha 7 certify my services to the Legion or whatever. Is it like a
something like that.
pledge
Yes,
of yeah? Okay.
something like that, and then a very long list of things that you must do, or else
Does this give me if it complying to this? This certifies my freedom, does it?
eventually, yes, it will. But it depends on the federation. They will have to authorize freedom, but eventually, yeah, and it cannot uh, surpass the period uh, that you had to serve in prison. So it could be good or it could be bad because you can die, and in prison you could also die. So that's
Yeah, there's nothing to lose, is there?
okay. So meanwhile, in the Green Eden Reformation Center, you are
It's so
in a very different place. It's a nice planet. It's a tropical planet, a lush planet, for green. There's plenty of trees, and this place is basically a low safety jail where people like you, uh, people who committed white collar crimes, stay for a while until usually they are recruited by other criminals to commit some more crimes. So it's that kind of place. That's why they treat you nicely, because usually there's some bribes for
okay.
the prison director and all that. So it's basically this is a kind of a job center for inmates.
Okay.
So
So
you were sent to this place, and you have been here for some time. Uh, and like you were expecting it, unlike the others, you were expecting sooner or later there would be that visit from someone who would be interested in recruiting you, and the visit And that visit arrived today. One of the guards approaches you. You're like in a kind of a motel room, but not really a good one. But yeah, okay. It's you've been in worse places before. Um,
Definitely. Actually,
the
this is an
guard,
upgrade for us.
yeah, probably. So the guard tells you, Rhea, I think your your interview is scheduled for today.
Uh, I lift my head from whatever I was doing. Oh, it's about time. What time is
Yeah,
it
right,
scheduled for?
right now.
Ah,
Uh,
good.
but I have there are some good news that these are the good news, but there's also bad news. I think it's from the FSAA, so it's
Oh,
not really. Yeah, it might not be that good.
what the FSAA wants from me anyway.
I have no idea.
I stand up. Thank you. What is the name of this guard?
Uh, Pete.
Thank you, Pete.
Well, you can go. Just they are in the conference room.
I walk slowly to the conference room.
You notice that next to the door there are two armed men, which is not really usual here. You don't have anywhere to run, so they don't worry too much about that. But these two are heavily armed, and they are wearing the uniform of the FSAA.
I glance at them distractedly and then walk inside the room.
There's a man inside, a man with a suit, who looks at you when you enter. I assume you are Miss Ray Blackwood, right?
Yes, you can call me Cypher.
Miss Blackwood, please sit down.
I sit and keep a very straight posture.
Okay, I'm not going to repeat the same thing, obviously. So it tells you about all the things that they told the other guys, but then he adds one thing. Usually, this is an invitation, but we definitely need your services. So it's still an invitation, but if you refuse, there will be repercussions.
I'm very emotionless to all this, and I just say, if you want to hire me, you can just hire me. There are no needs for threats.
This is not a hiring opportunity. This is you are being recruited to a tough job, and will not be paid.
Hmm.
But I advise you to accept anyway.
So that is the reason why those two uh, soldiers are outside.
Officers.
Officers are outside.
Yes.
Well, if you are giving me no choice, then I accept.
Well, that's lovely. And it tells you you can sign here. And after this, you are immediately escorted to a shuttle. And you will meet now at some other place. The all the shuttles will lead you to a space station somewhere, and you don't know where, of course, someplace. And it's there that you meet. But you meet just without any official thing. They'll just escort it into another ship that will take you to some other place. Um, but at the moment, you notice that you probably are going to form a team. So it's you four, a human guy with glasses who looks like a doctor, and he is a doctor, and he is and a what are the dog people called?
Serafi.
No, no, it's not it.
Serafini.
No, Sarafani. Sarafani.
Serafani.
A Sarafani with a cocky look. And you are all escorted into a spaceship and taken into the quarters in there.
Hmm. I'm looking at at them suspiciously, and studying them.
Well, I have visible cyberware implants, so that stands out. Otherwise, I'm just staring blankly in front of me.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
I'm
staring
wondering if
blankly,
I
I will look. I will
recognise
get in
any of
Rhea's
these.
face. And what did you do, Cyberface?
I look up. I did many things. Anything in particular you would like to know about?
I mean, what did you do to get this cozy job?
Apparently, they needed someone to actually make this team work. So,
Oh, I side stare at him at Cipher when they say that.
Yeah, I laugh. A
The
maniacal
Sera
laugh.
the Serafani introduces himself. Is I guess the only person needed here is me. You're not going anywhere without the pilot.
you are the one piloting the ship. Yes, you are probably the most useful.
I could pilot this shit.
You can.
Ah,
I don't. I don't like you people.
What is the name of his race or
Serafani.
species?
Or we're
No,
talking about Alpha
the
7.
Alpha 7.
Dolfar.
Dolfar.
I look at him. Oh, Adolfar. I haven't encountered many before.
we keep
Rook says,
ourselves to ourselves,
I've heard they are small crabs.
usually. Who says that?
Rook. There are small
What's he
crabs inside
say?
a jar.
Oh, right.
Are you a small crab inside a jar?
Who I am means of little or no consequence to you.
I'm just curious.
They're snails. Everybody knows they're snails.
Slugs.
I don't know. I heard they are crabs.
It's like an episode of Doctor Who. That's slugs.
Have you considered the possibility that they are just electronic mechanisms with an AI?
Dr. Sinclair says, I've heard they are a cloud gas. It's the cloud of gas.
Yeah, that could be. But I like this. I like the snails. Why would a cloud of gas need a body? It could just, and then.
I don't know. He probably can get out. And the suit just keeps on moving. I don't trust them. You are probably hearing this. I
I'm
don't think they care.
overhearing all this. That's all right. I'm probably used to it as well. The jokes.
Dr. Sinclair turns to Gracker and says, if he does something, just keep an eye on him. You're probably the one who can with just one fist, you can pulverize him.
I stare at Kralish.
How many people are getting on board this ship?
So,
Well, you don't know. At least you, but there's a crew. This is not your ship. This is just a ship that is going to take you somewhere. So it's
How could I actually fly this ship, or is that my delusion of grandeur?
no. This one is. You could probably. I don't know. Do we have pilot?
Yeah,
If you have
that's
pilot, you
why I
can
was
put.
wondering.
Well, not this one. This is a large ship. This one carries passengers, so it needs more than one pilot. But you probably could pilot the ship that you are going to be assigned. At
And
least that's what you assume.
How many's on board the crew? How many others is there?
This one, where you are
Yeah,
right now,
yeah.
probably 10 people, maybe.
Oh, and there's 4 of us. And how many are the prisoners?
You don't know.
I don't know.
There,
Okay. How big
there
is
may
the
be.
ship? How
It's,
big is
this
the
is
ship?
no, it's a large ship. That I said that there are
Oh,
10 people just to
So
pilot,
that's
but
not our ship, right?
there's more
Yeah.
people. No, not really.
So I wonder if we are all supposed to be one team.
You were at least guided to the same place, and you will be living in the same quarters. Well, not living because
Are we all able
this is
to?
this is a very quick, say, voyage. So it's just a couple of days probably.
I'm wondering. Are there guards within earshot, or are we
The
left alone?
well, you are locked inside the room, so probably there
The
are guards
4 of
outside.
us are
But
all in the same. 4 of us are
yeah,
all in the same room.
yeah.
4 or more than 4?
Well,
There
not
are.
4.
6.
You 4 and the other 2.
Plus 2, the dog and the doctor.
Yeah, let me
Five and
check
a half.
that. Maybe you need someone else to pilot the ship. I don't know. Unless the Dolphar really can pilot the ship.
Yeah,
Can you pilot the
he's
ship?
got. Yeah, I'm not sure. It depends what ship it is. I don't know. You're the GM.
It's a yacht. It's a small ship. It's a yacht. Well, it will be a yacht.
Hey, are we still handcuffed?
No, not anymore.
Are
I'm
we
thinking
already
we
been
could take it.
implanted with the ship?
Oh,
The ship.
hell, I
The
haven't been
ship.
implanted with
It's not a
anything,
ship.
to my
A
knowledge.
bomb.
A bomb.
Okay, so you can be the co-pilot probably. Yes. Well, not right now. You don't have to worry about that now.
Do they actually enchip the Dolphar, or they just put a shape charge on top of his head?
That's a good question. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't had any surgical. That's why I was getting excited, because I'm wondering if I can't overpower them, steal the ship, and just rescue everyone and fuck off.
Well, you can try.
That's what I'm trying to
Well,
concoct in my
anyway,
head. And I'm wondering if there's enough of us.
in this case, they inject it in the bodysuit, but he cannot leave
Without
outside
the
the bodysuit.
bodysuit, right?
So
Yeah, whatever it is, he cannot live
yeah,
outside the
it
bodysuit.
doesn't. It
Right.
probably won't kill him, but after the bodysuit is ruptured, he will die anyway.
Mm,
The gas
okay.
cloud or the crab or the
It's a
snail,
slug. It's
the
totally a
slug. Yeah, it's a slug. That's true. It's a
with little
slug.
tentacles.
I like
Yeah.
the idea of a slug.
Well, it was kind of ripped off from Doctor Who,
It's
but I wanted to make
it's
it
not
feel
official,
more
but
interesting.
for me, it's a slug. It's not official. I
Yeah,
wouldn't say that's a slug, but I
they're
think
like little bogies. Little balls of snot.
Oysters. Oysters and
That's
hot
what happened to
sauce.
the Carlids originally in Doctor Who.
so. Did you
If you've ever
copy
looked inside a Dalek, they look like little balls of snot. There's not much left of them at all. Bless them.
Yeah.
the Daleks are not?
Yeah.
Yeah,
didn't
pretty
know.
much.
I'm not a Doctor Who fan.
Snot and
Oh,
Really?
sulfur.
Not.
the Tom Baker Genesis of the Daleks is pretty. Sorry, Colin Baker. Oh, Tom Baker.
It's Tom.
Genesis of the Daleks. Amazing.
Yeah.
It's really, really good. And you get to see inside a Dalek and everything, and it looks shit because it was made in the 70s, but it was like a little ball of snot.
Well, to do snot, I don't think they needed special effects.
The 90s and the OO's version, it still looks the same. They haven't improved it.
I think it was 70s Tom Baker, but it was easily one of the best ones. And as an audio play, it really does stand up still. rather than
So the
watching it.
Dalek is that thing that looks like a vacuum
Pepper
cleaner, right?
shaker, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Boogers
It's
and
them
pepper
and all.
shakers taking over the universe.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
So there's not inside of that.
yeah,
Intelligence not.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Sentient snot.
Never occurred to me. I thought they were robots. I didn't know
No,
they
not
were.
at all. No, they're a race of people. Davros turns the Khaled people, because Khaled is Dalek backwards, into these balls of snot and creates the travel machine, which is the Dalek robot. Very
With a
silly,
plunger.
but it's an amazing
Don't forget the
episode. It really
plunger.
is.
They have a
Doctor Ruiz.
plunger.
Doctor Ruiz is a fascinating thing. So the bad guys are snot. Okay. Snot
Yeah,
inside the
pretty much.
vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, pretty
Right.
much.
Okay. The trip is very fast. You don't have to enter, what's it called? When you go into hyperspace, you have to be in stasis. Yes, you don't have to enter stasis. This is not an hyperspace trip. After a while, the door opens, and you are being summoned by guards. This time it's not. They aren't prison guards, of course. They are FSA agents. And they tell you, we arrived at your destination. Here you will meet an officer that will explain some more details about your mission and your job at the Galactic Federation. Well, not the Galactic Federation exactly, but the Legion. So, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen and ladies, please come outside. You are
Yeah,
You are
doors
where,
of
sir?
the- yes.
You are in a disgusting planet somewhere. Let me check out how this place is called. Oh no, it's not a planet. It's another space station. So you are in a very old station, somber place, very impersonal. This is a Federation station. It's not just a civilian place. It does belong to the FSA this time. So if you had plans of doing something, that's too late now. You are surrounded by law enforcement agents
No,
and
I wasn't
bureaucrats.
planning on doing it. It was too short a trip. I didn't have enough time to network and that, really.
So when you are disembarking, you are taken into another place, into another building, where in fact now you will be injected with the famous bombs.
Right.
It's a
So I've
very
got them now.
it's a very easy and quick process. They just pinch you with something, and you feel a
What's the
slight pain.
extraction process? What is it? Is it literally they diffuse it and then it melts inside you, sort of thing? It just passes through like any other waste product.
You don't. They never explain that part. They just say that you
Right.
die.
Okay.
It may be different according to your species. Probably it has to be different. For humans, it's just probably it melts your from the inside or blows perhaps. But
Yeah.
for a larger creature like a clarish, it may be something. It should be a bomb possibly.
Yeah.
So it can kill him. And for you, maybe different because you live inside a body shell. So, but it's a bio body shell, so it could be a poison or something like that. Yeah. Possibly in
It
your
kills
case,
my
it's a poison.
snot.
Yeah,
It's like a giant
it kills the
hanky.
body shell and the snot. Yeah, probably. That's what would make sense.
To Mucinex charge.
Yeah, it could be an explosion or I don't know, a big hanky. I like the sound of a big hanky. It sort of chokes me.
Yeah, it could be that.
Could I try to seduce one of the persons to try to convince him to not to just pretend to inject me?
You can try, yes.
Because I have a +5 bonus on.
Okay, let's say it's a man that's going to inject you.
Okay,
Who identifies as a man?
heterosexual man.
Yeah, if you
Well,
roll for that. Well, see what
maybe
you
not as a
roll.
nurse.
Right, there you go.
Male
Okay.
nurses usually don't identify
I
as
will
men.
try to flirt with him discreetly because I guess we're being watched and convince him not to inject me. Okay, now I'm gonna roll a 1, of course. No, I rolled a 15, but I have a +5 on seduction, so it will be a
Well, it's a
20.
dirty 20.
And I also have magnetism, so it will actually be a 23.
He looks around and he says, "Well, no one else is here. You can do a blowjob, maybe."
Okay.
So you do a blowjob to the nurse. As soon as you are finished,
He puts. Okay, then I'm going to bite his cock.
no, he's
Okay.
already zipped.
Yeah, I knew you're making it too.
He smiles and says, "Get lost, hooker."
I will get back for you. I'm putting your name in my list.
Yeah. I'm very worried about that. Okay, so you guys, after blowjobs and shots, you finally arrive at your possibly, at least for now, final destination. And you meet in a very boring-looking room. You meet a very boring-looking man who introduces himself as Randall Zim, a man in his 50s, uh, sitting in a very small office with several cups of coffee that he has been neglecting to put into the trash over his desk. He looks tired, and you don't. There are no guards anymore. He just says, "Sit down, please." Neva Siren, Grakar, Bloodcraig, Alpha 7, Rhea Blackwood, Dr. Sinclair, Rook something. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, that's correct. Just tell us what we're
That's
doing here.
yes, very nice. So you have joined the Legion. You know that, right? You
Well,
know
we didn't
the
have much choice, but yes, we know that, I think.
whole thing. Okay, so I'm going to show you the ship, and then in a couple of days you will be handed a mission, and you will do something. Okay,
Okay.
are you all happy? Yes,
No,
we are.
not really. But what choice do we have? We've all got bombs inside us, you fool.
He just shrugs. I don't care. Just come. Yes.
I'm thinking. I'm looking around and say, "Is this the team? We're probably all gonna die."
Yeah.
Me and the Clarish are the most faithful. I'm here
Yeah,
thinking
we're the muscle.
threatening people here. We were in the top security prison, so we are the muscle.
I do look
Yeah.
around. Are there any cameras in this room?
Yeah, there are cameras.
Oh, crap. Anything can you use as weapon?
Adolf, we have a doctor.
Not yet. Not yet.
We haven't got weapons.
Oh,
Adolf is fucking useless.
who you asking if he has a weapon? You or the guy?
I'm just looking around to see if there's any weapons besides.
Oh no,
maybe
yeah,
just
he's not.
dog.
The man is not armed, and there's no weapons here. He's just a bureaucrat.
Okay.
He doesn't have.
Are we like in yellow jumpsuits or anything with pockets, or we just?
You are still probably wearing the jumpsuits because you came from the jail,
Okay.
so they didn't give you any.
Or,
Is there,
I mean,
is
I
there
mean,
any
I
guards
really
with
look good
this
in
guy?
orange. Is it orange suits or like the stripes? Or I'm curious.
Orange sounds good. Also because your uniform will be also orange, so
Well,
you're
hang
just
on a
going
sec.
to.
If there's us lot and just this one dude, what's to stop us taking that dude hostage and start barking out some demands?
Oh,
You
that's a
can try
bad
it.
plan.
You can try it,
I
but
I I think they would
Do you think they'd
just
blow us up or not? Are they going to blow us up holding that dude?
Yeah,
Would he not die in the blast, or is that not how
are you
it works?
It
saying
doesn't look
are you saying
important.
yeah.
are you
no, it's
saying
just
that out loud or thinking to yourself?
No, I'm just thinking it. This is out of game. This is just an idea that's forming in my mad mind.
I was trying to. Do they have staplers? Because I just want to lift a stapler. Because the thought of killing somebody with a stapler sounds really
I
fun.
don't think this is a space opera. I've never seen a stapler in space opera.
They don't have paper, right?
Yeah, then don't use
Okay.
paper.
Does the new
What about
version of
electric
does
lighting and things
BattleTech
like
count
that?
as a space opera?
What?
I'm wondering about electric, like what sort of lighting is there and things like that. Like what's powering? Is this like the room that boring that there's nothing in it at all?
No,
He's just sat behind a desk. It's just a dude behind a desk, and
there's
that's
a
it.
desk and there's some I don't know
Is everything done like a little tablet? It's like a little spin thing, like a tablet
Not
attached to something.
there's a computer and there's a desk and there are chairs and not much more than that.
Okay.
Can I have a quick shufty at the computer?
Quick what?
Sneakily. Can I just have a quick look at the computer and see what's on it, maybe?
Oh yeah, it's not on.
Oh, okay.
It's turned off.
Great.
It might not be working, you don't know. Well, the guy gets up and says, "Well, you want to follow me
Yes, we'll follow you.
and finally meet your new home."
Yeah, can't wait. I must admit, it's better than the home I was on prior to this.
Where were
Okay,
you
so
prior to this?
I was in a hellhole. Not like
So
you.
So it's an improvement.
Yeah, we asked
This
you
is
if
an
the food's better
improvement.
than
Yeah,
on the prison.
absolutely. I might even get
You
fed in a
follow him.
minute. That'd be amazing.
You follow him to the docks where you see a very old ship. Basically a pile of garbage. It's an old yacht, space yacht. And let me check where it's called.
I say out loud. So our assignment is to fix this pile of garbage.
If you can, that would be good. So this
You
is
want it fixing or flying?
no, it's working. It's in working condition. In
It's in
spite,
working condition. Oh, God.
yes, it
Take
looks
me
very
back to my
battered.
cell, please. Jesus. We've got to
So
get on board that. That's you're flying in that.
from the exterior, it's full of patches and panels that are mismatched.
Great.
The hull has several marks of stuff that happened before, probably fights. It was probably retrofitted or something like that, modified, because there are parts there that doesn't belong. That don't belong.
Can I have a go at trying to patch it up even better than just so it's, I don't know, it looks a bit smarter than what it does at the moment? Would I not recognize it being a heap of shit?
It's a heap of shit. So obviously, it could be improved. Yes, if any of you is a technician, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not bad at that kind of shit.
Yeah, I shoved the Alpha 7 forward so we can get on the boat faster, and so you missed the expendable part.
When you walk inside, the inner part of the ship is not better. It's full of
Okay.
cables and trash
Is
and,
it gross?
and
Yeah,
dust.
it needs a cleaning, right?
Yeah, it needs a cleaning. They didn't clean the ship before you arrived. Obviously, it smells
Smells like old socks.
Is the
smells
former
like old
team
socks.
splattered on the walls, or is it just rough looking?
Sorry?
Is the former team splattered on the
Oh no
walls,
no
or
no
is it just rough looking?
no. Actually, this wasn't used by them before. It was purchased from someone else. And you notice immediately when you get inside, there's an hologram of the ship's AI, and she looks very strange. She looks like right there you notice that this wasn't a Federation ship before. It's a very sexy woman. I think I have an image for her. Well, it's not a definitive image, but there's a woman here. I want her more naked than this, but I was using a. I wasn't using stable diffusion, so
Yeah, she's
I
very,
couldn't
very
get.
dressed.
Yeah, she's very dressed. So imagine her, but without the blue thing. She's naked. Um, and she has a very seductive smile, and she looks at you, and she says, "Well, welcome to the what was the name of the ship? Yeah, the Void Vixen. My name is Seductra, and I'm very happy to welcome you.
So
Mm,
how many others are getting on board this thing?
You four, the dog, well, not the dog,
Just four of us.
the and the other human, the doctor.
so, what type of ship did you used to be?
Oh, this was belonged. It used to belong to a smuggler.
Mm, okay, that means there are hidden places there. Interesting to
It
know.
smells
Probably
like it.
places to hide stuff. Yeah.
We
So
also
you are
know that
the
the AI can't keep a secret.
what?
We also know that
Oh
the
yeah,
AI can't keep a
yeah.
Hmm.
secret.
She can. She
It's
can.
just
Yes.
ratted out the former captain. Like with smugglers.
So she welcomes you and starts chatting about the ship and explaining all the details, the stuff that is working, the stuff that isn't working, what the ways where you can push it so some things can work or stop working, and some hints about stuff that you could do or should do. And she warns you that this wasn't cleaned, so it may be a bit dirty. And then she flirts with you because she's that kind of girl. And when I say you, I say everybody: men, women, and aliens.
Do we have a destination yet? I asked when she's
No,
ignoring her flirting.
but you'll be staying here with me. This
So,
is
does
your
each of us has their own private room or cubicle or?
yes. That each one of you has a very small cubicle
Okay, so
A
that's an
cubicle.
improvement
that
over
smells
the.
like shit. No, you can clean it, but it
Yeah, I'm
smells
gonna clean
awful.
mine. So, okay, so I guess that's something I'm gonna do.
When you say we are going to stay here, you mean inside the ship or here in this planet area, whatever?
Well, you are supposed to sleep in the ship, but you can leave if you want to.
Okay.
You don't have any money, so you can just go somewhere else. Well, she informs you that
Isn't there any money in the planet?
in the planet, yes, you
Yes.
probably have. There will be some money there. Well, not a
So we
planet.
can.
This is the space station.
so we can acquire some money if
You
we
can
need.
acquire some. Yes, you can.
I hit the panel and say, AI, what did you smuggle?
What did I what?
What did the smuggler smuggle?
Oh, smuggled drugs usually.
Any left that they did that the feds didn't get? Any
No,
drugs left?
unfortunately, there's nothing left.
When there's drugs, there's money. Where's credits?
Well, he's dead now.
Oh,
What's the name of this station where we are at?
Dull Ember.
Dull Ember.
Yes.
So okay. What is of interest in this station? I asked the AI.
Absolutely nothing. It's a Federation place. It's just people working here. Ships coming and going, and I think there's a bar, a small bar. I think it's the only social place here. But we are not invited in. Well, you are not invited in.
Well, why
That is
not?
not
Aren't we free
nice.
people now?
Yes, you are, but you are not members of the official members of the Federation.
free-ish.
That is
Yes.
not nice at all.
Yeah, that sounds.
We're the underclass.
Yes, exactly. So can we leave the ship while we wait for something to happen?
Yes, you can.
Then I guess I'm going to leave the ship and look for something to do. Maybe the bar.
I mean, we could.
And I asked him, so who wants to go to the bar?
How does money work in Wretched Space? Is it like digital Bitcoin, or is it actual physical credits?
I like the idea of physical money.
Good.
But in terms of rules, we don't have accounting for money. There's a rule for purchasing stuff. In second edition, the first.
You do a dice roll. Actually, it's quite exciting.
Yeah, it's a dice roll.
Yeah, acquisition rules. So you don't have to keep track of money because that's
it's
a bit annoying.
Yeah.
Except when you're broke and you want to go to the bar.
Yeah.
Yes, well,
if we roll someone, do we get their acquisition rolls when we go to the bar?
To go to a bar,
an acquisition roll in a bar
necessary.
would be easy.
Unless it was a very
I can
expensive
pay with a
bar.
blowjob.
You can just go and get
True. Well, let's assume that you were, since you joined the Legion, you were given a very small amount of money, so you can buy that kind of things: a beer, a burger, something like that.
It would. You would
Small
have
expenses.
Basic sort of amenities.
Yeah, basic expenses.
How many years were we in prison? Because I know the first thing after I got out of jail, I wanted a burger. So.
Well, I would say that most of you would probably had some years in prison. So.
Probably lost track, to be honest, because it would be more like isolation type confines and shit. Except for him over there, Blackwood, who was treated like, I don't know what he was doing. Treated like bloody.
So in the meantime,
I'm just silent. I'm not saying anything. I'm just observing.
So Doctor tells you, points at a series of lockers and says, "Those lockers contain your personal gear." And the personal gear is there. On the right side.
Are we supposed to use this awful the orange spacesuit?
Well, you are wearing at this moment an awful orange jail suit.
Yeah, I know, but
so,
you could make it in another. Damn it! They could have made it in another color. Orange is not my color.
Seductra says, "Well, it's not really sexy, but you can buy something else when you have the money for that."
Are there
we're gonna get
shops
paid
in this station?
Sorry?
Are there shops in this station?
Oh, not here. Of course, not here. You'll have to
No.
buy it somewhere else. This is an awful place. There's nothing here.
Well, there is vodka.
There's a bottle of vodka for you. Yeah, 2 bottles of vodka. So you can celebrate now. But do not celebrate with tubes of nutrient paste. That doesn't sound like something that would be appetizing.
That is like emergency shit, that is.
So you want to go to the bar?
Yeah, let's go to the bar.
Yeah, if they've got a bar, we might as well go to the bar.
We're gonna spend the whole time. I guess you're gonna spend enough time in this shithole, and we should enjoy our freedom and celebrate our freedom.
So the bar is not too far from the docks. You pass by several FSA agents, but inside the proper station, most people are bureaucrats, coming and going, boring people. The bar itself is called the Dull Ember Bar, and it looks kind of dull. And there's no one at the door controlling the entrances, so you
Okay.
maybe you are invited, maybe you aren't, but there's no one there to.
It's just
to
us in the
tell
bar,
them.
is it?
No, there are more people. It's the only bar here, so it's a large place,
Okay.
and there are more. There are some agents and some people that are wearing normal clothes, civilian clothes, so they are
Is there any of my
probably
own
bureaucrats.
kind?
Probably not. No, not your kind. Definitely not your kind. The Dolph
Oh.
aren't common. And as you know that probably if you remember that the Federation space is mostly human.
Yeah.
It's not that common to see aliens, except a couple of the Clarish and the Serafani are kind of probably some of the more common, and the other lizards. I can't remember their name. The techie lizards.
Well, yeah, the
Jaggy,
medical
Jaggy,
type.
Jaguaris, yeah. This is
Serafani
Jagari.
are pets, so they're pets. The Serafani.
Yeah.
Is there any
They are
other
big one. They
medical
are big. Sorry?
medical types in the bar?
So
Yeah,
you
ask
can.
Specs. Yeah, our Specs guy, is he a doctor top?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
NPC with us.
The Dr. Sinclair is a doctor, yes. Well, he's a
I'm
pharmaceutical.
wondering, is there no way we can get these chips removed?
Well, Dr.
Would the
Sinclair
doctor
tells
know
you.
how?
Yeah, you ask. Well, I wouldn't advise you to try that because, especially if you are asking me to do that, if I fail the procedure, you will die, and I will die as well. Probably.
And
I'm
they're
not sure
probably
what.
going to know you've tried to tamper with
Well,
it.
actually,
as
I wouldn't try. I wouldn't even try to take it out of you because I don't know how that works. That thing you are wearing. I could try on Eva. I could try on Rhea. I wouldn't risk it on Cracker
Why?
because I'm
Because
not
he's
the
big, isn't he? He's a big
first
lizard.
thing. The first thing, I'm not even a doctor.
Okay. Oh, so it's not a sexist thing. You're just doing it on the woman. Okay.
No, you are
Now they're
human.
expendable.
Just because you two are human, and maybe
I
the
said-
dog.
I have some nano robots that might do it, but why should we do it? Isn't it part of the job to have them?
What, the bomb?
Yes.
Yeah, it's part of the job.
A leash is still a
So?
leash.
It is. That is true. Once they've got you, you can't. The buggers.
If you were
Well
going
done.
to remove them, what would you do next?
Whatever we want. Payback time, mainly. We need an EMP.
Just escape, really.
Well,
I'd steal shit, wouldn't I? And get
In
us
what
off.
in what direction will you escape?
We've got a whole universe.
Yeah, but basically it's the same.
Oh man, it works on TV. seen it on the big screen and that. Jeez. Killjoy. Come on, I'll buy you a drink. Try and lighten you up a bit, you stiff.
Well, at least we're not going to be held in the very small prison cell.
Can I start robbing people, Miguel? If that's
Robbing
possible.
people?
Yeah, we can do whatever you
Yeah.
want as long as you don't.
Is there
Yeah,
a
just
like
rob the people
a
in the bar.
communication place here?
Just see if there's
Place,
things I can yoink easily.
What do you mean a communication place?
I don't know the space equivalent of
A phone
a
booth?
phone booth. Yes,
AT&T.
a place where I can connect to send a message or something.
Do I notice him moving?
Well, this is a space
What?
station, so there may be terminals, computer terminals.
Yes,
in
it's
some
what I
places.
mean. If there is some terminal here
Yeah,
in
I
the
guess.
bar,
I guess probably yes.
so I will say, "Excuse me, gentlemen," and I will go sit at a terminal, and I want to. If you want me to do some checks, tell me because I don't know the hacking rules. But I
There
will
are no
just
hacking
do.
rules.
Okay.
It's just a skill.
I just want to send a message to contacts and old employers just to say that I'm not at the green place anymore. Just checking in. No particular purpose.
Well, this is a federation space, so you'll have to.
I will do
break
it
some-
in an encrypted way. Yes.
Okay, so roll 20 or more. I think.
Well,
Just
this
not
was
to
a
be
waste.
not to be detected.
I passed.
Okay, so you are able to send messages to your employee or future employers or
Just
best employees.
contacts. I have
Contacts.
contacts and allies as the perk. So I
Okay,
just
so you
send-
send it to your mailing list.
Yes,
Everybody
I'm
on
not.
our mailing list.
It's very. For me, this is just like a job as another. So I need
And
to start
the
thinking about the
bartender
next one.
the bartender asks you if what you wish to take. And
I want
he
one of
brings-
those cocktails with a little umbrella because this is a party, man.
He looks at you. Are you sure you are on the on the right place? This is not a beach bar, but okay, I will try to pretend there's something like that here. He brings you a colorful cocktail, but without the umbrella. There are no umbrellas here.
Do you have something strong?
Yes, we have
Okay, so pour me
whiskey from Angola.
a triple of that, of whatever is strong.
Okay, he brings you something very nasty. A clarish drink, a clarish snaps.
Ooh,
That will make some hair grow on your chest or kill you.
Will,
It could kill you as well.
one of those.
Did you ask
I
the strongest drink in the bar?
ask for the strong stuff,
Okay.
and I say, "Oh, this is bring one for my companion here also."
Which one?
Grakar is the
Oh yeah,
is the other class.
but you are not a Graka. Oh, you're not a clarish. I mean, not
I
a
know,
Graka.
but I'm going to drink it. But I think it's natural that you would drink as well.
Yeah, for him it's just a common drink, but yeah, for you it's poison. So are you going to drink it?
Yes, I'm going to drink it.
Okay. So roll.
I need strong things to stimulate.
So roll a toughness avoidance roll, so you can resist the impact. Grakar can drink it as a human would drink schnapps.
I cough a little. Oi, this is really terrible, but it's good. Bring me another, please.
Is it a criminal fraternity in here?
criminal? No, this is a FSAA.
No, it's all
place.
law
So a
and order.
criminal fraternity, of course. They are all
Yes,
criminals.
Depends what
They
you
are
think of them.
There's
different
types of
criminals.
criminals.
Yeah.
State-sponsored criminals.
Well, gentlemen, I think we should do. And well, gentlemen is not really. There's another human there. Okay, so gentle people,
Creatures.
creatures. I think we just should take it easy and try to make the most out of it. Let's not and try to
Yes.
focus in the long run. So if we try
Yes.
to run
One
away
for
right now,
one for my friend also. One for my friend also.
no, that shit is poisonous, man.
Are
Not
we
man,
getting-
lady.
Are we getting eyeballed by the FSA guys because of wearing these jumpsuits?
Yeah, they are looking at you with a curious look.
I think the Clarice must look really good dashing in that in orange.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how that
Yeah,
works. for
green,
me, to
green,
be honest.
the green and the orange
If they just painted it on.
make an interesting combination. I forgot something. Well, I just wrote this today, so it's normal.
I'm just wondering if these guys just painted me like some miniature.
Spray painted, you've been tagged.
Yeah. Right in the jumpsuit.
You were supposed to roll
Yeah, I'll be
a d6 related to events that happen in the prison. So let me see. People were in Blackstone. Roll d6. Roll d6.
Okay.
Roll the one.
Oh, I rolled a 1 also, so I'm going to roll another one. So we don't have the same, right? I rolled a 6 now.
Okay, so the one is you were involved in a violent fight against a notorious gang inside the prison, and you have lasting enemies.
But they were humans too, right?
Yeah, probably humans. Yes. The 6 is forced to survive. You made a deal with a dangerous prisoner who expects you to pay your debts.
Makes sense.
You blew him. Who was at the
If
hive?
it was that I would already had it
I got a
paid.
5.
Okay, you had a
Just roll the
5.
5 in the hive, mate.
Okay, so you uncovered a hidden passage
Yeah.
within the hive's maze-like structure. The building was a maze-like structure. You never used that knowledge because you thought that you were planning an escape, but they took you out before. Yeah, so you never used the knowledge, and you didn't have time to share it, so nobody knows about it. You can eventually use that for
If
something.
you ever get back.
If we ever get back, I can release all the prisoners. That's interesting.
Rhea Blackwood, you were at the Eden, right?
Yes. 2.
So, 2. Okay. You had a secret affair with a member of the staff, and
It was Pete.
It was Pete, yeah. So you were.
That explains why my fucking character's so pissed off.
That's Pete. Actually, I also sent a message to Pete just saying.
Okay. You're all right. All right.
Yeah.
Survive the trip.
Yes.
Okay, so the bartender brings you again
I'll have another
Hey.
drink, I think.
schnapps, but not a schnapps, a Clary schnapps, I suppose.
I'm not even sure how Dolphar drink. That's quite interesting to contemplate.
Well, the suit is a biological thing, so it.
Yeah, they kind of, I don't know, pour it into their stomachs like that. Or eyeball
Let's say it has a kind of a mouth, something like a mouth, so they can. It's humanoid, right?
Yeah, I'm
The
wondering if they
suits,
can
right?
like do it.
Yeah, the
sort of
suit is.
intravenous.
I don't know if it was supposed to be humanoid or not, but the image
We never
I
thought that far,
used-
mate.
no the image I used for Wretched Space was I can
gonna
can
have a
show
look.
it.
Yeah, I've got them.
Not this
somewhere.
one, of course, but the first one.
Yeah, I've got the
Right.
first one. I've got it right
So-
next to me.
Dolphar.
Species and that. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
I
Wait,
can't
this-
remember what I even. These were created so long ago.
I'll show you. Okay, so this
Even
is
before last, like these were so old. These races, they've been kicking
this was
around
from
in
the
Oh,
first
right,
time
okay.
from the first
Oh
months
yeah.
of AI generators. Next time that head will probably look a little bit different. Not won't look like a helmet, but yeah, it's very humanoid. I can show you the other ones probably.
I've got
Uh,
it here. Don't know if
that's
people
the
can see that.
Dolphar, and
It's
this is
that.
an edition. This is the edition, and this is the Gustora, I think.
It's
No,
got
yeah,
it.
Hmm.
Gustora, yes. This is a person.
Space
This
mullet.
is
The Regarni.
this is a Jagarni, yeah.
Seraphania, fucking ace. It's
This
just
is a
fucking.
Yeah.
Clarish.
Excuse
This
my
is a
French.
Ferrat. This is the Sarafani.
Dogs.
And there are these ones, but this one is very
Yeah, they're
ugly.
not gonna appear in a spaceship. Also, I
No,
would think.
no. Well, the
A
cover is
big one.
better.
Yeah,
The cover is
Zanji.
better. These two here are better looking. The Clarish and the these are my favorites. So that's I always use them.
I
The
do love that
Dolphar
dog.
is the first time.
It's so Guardians of the Galaxy, though, isn't it?
I will
That
have
thing.
to. The Clarish is very difficult to make at least full body because of the forearms. The
Yeah, they
AI
won't do it.
won't do no
I
won't do
kept referencing
forearms.
John Carter, Mars, and Barsoom, and it still wouldn't do it. I just got like Shrek meets Invaders from Mars.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
only
yeah.
way to do it, perhaps, if you feed it an image
Yeah, I'd like to
of a
dig through some
Martian.
burrow stuff and dig it out, but they're all very primitive looking. I'll try. Plus,
You
they're
could.
designed different. They're more like I don't know.
I
Yeah,
wonder if the tag mugwump would work.
I got buddies real good with it. I want to see if he'll do it for me.
In the meanwhile, I'm drinking those extra strong to get drunk, Clarish things to get drunk, and then I'm just processing
oh, okay.
the
I
toxins,
was I was thinking about what you were doing that. But why were
and
you
then
doing that?
and then getting drunk again.
Thinking
So I'm
from.
enjoying
Yeah,
getting
I'm gonna make.
drunk
Yeah, I'm gonna
over
try to
and
get that.
over
Yeah,
two or
try to
three
get that.
times,
So you are pissing a lot, I suppose.
Oh, I'm thinking.
maybe.
I don't know what it does. But it could be that it stays.
Yes,
It doesn't stay
probably,
long.
probably.
You don't pay for
But
liquor; you
it's
just rent it anyway.
I'm enjoying just getting drunk over and over again.
That's a very good idea. In fact, I don't think the Mugwumps have forearms, do they?
No, I'm talking about from the Martians from
Yeah, that would
Barsoom.
work. Yeah.
But they have their arms are either legs or arms. The ones in the middle
Hmm.
can function as legs or as
Oh
arms.
yeah, yeah.
I got all kinds of cool ideas for four-arm combat. So sneaky.
That was the kind of vibe I was going for. It was like something from Tekamel, and they're really weird
Oh,
creatures. That was where I got the ideas from. And it was for originally a Lamentations of the Flame Princess thing that we just set up over lockdown, and that's where all those races came from. I'd literally made up a ton of extra stuff for it. I've got a little Facebook group with it all on, so you can see how all the wretched stuff evolved from that.
Perhaps
If you're interested.
the guys from the movie could work. Images from movies usually are better for this kind of thing.
Oh, I've just thought of something. Vishnu, is it? The elephant god. That's four
Yeah.
arms, isn't it?
yes, it'd make it chunky.
Alien,
Right.
well, thin Vishnu. Cronenberg mugwump. I don't know.
I'm not sure about I like the Mugwump, but I don't think it
We'll
has
do
forearms. I
anything.
think
Maybe not.
it has I think it has two
Yeah,
arms
I
only
don't think so. It's
and an asshole, of course.
yeah.
I'm trying to reimagine a four-armed creature with this to see if it works.
So I'm telling just while
Yeah.
we get drunk that just let's wait. So everything works bad in the Federation. So let's just wait for a chance to get out of this.
Yeah. So we're just gonna be at the bar talking about our woes, our crappy situation. If we should actually
Yeah.
call ourselves Legionnaires, I'm going to complain that I got saddled with a bunch of humans and a carbon copy human at that, not even a whole human.
I think you should call
Shut up
yourselves
and drink your
Legionnaires.
milk.
Legionnaires. I just watched that the other day.
Legionnaire sounds cool.
Yeah, I think it sounds good.
Do they know I'm a clone, by the way?
Oh,
Not that it matter, but
Probably
I
not.
guess.
Probably not.
Well,
I couldn't call you a carbon copy.
Grakar could, yeah, but Grakar could know because I was we were in the same prison, so he probably knows that I was there because I was a clone. I
Yeah.
guess there they know who the clones are, right?
Yeah, possibly, yes. Since you were jailed, maybe.
And since I'm fairly simple, I can't figure out if she's half as suck as a human or double suck because she's a clone. Half or double.
Well, I was programmed to suck, but that's
Well,
Can
it's
I go to
not-
the toilet?
That's a
'Cause I just
question.
I want to
Are you asking
You're
me?
asking at the Dolphar or
I'm
the,
asking is the golfer. No, I'm not saying I need the loo now. I sorted that before I came online. No, I mean, what I'm saying is I've just thought it'd be funny just to put duct tape over the toilet. So anyone using it will stick to it, maybe, I don't know, or hurt themselves, or
What?
just purely out boredom.
I don't think you need, right? You just have the.
Yeah, probably don't need. You probably don't need a toilet. Maybe, I don't know.
No, not my character. No, I want to go to the toilet and duct tape it up, so like nobody
Okay.
can use it. And just fuck
That's a
about
strange
and
thing.
causing
That's a
chaos
strange
in the
thing to
pod.
do, but you're a Dolphar, so
Yeah.
you're a strange creature.
There's nothing else to nick. I'm frustrated. I can't steal anything. There's nothing worth stealing, so I might as well go play a practical joke or
You
something
can
on
steal.
people.
You can steal a glass from the bar, maybe.
Hey, you're making these
Yeah, it's not
FSAA
worth
agents
it, is it?
uncomfortable.
No value
yeah,
or anything.
it's pretty funny. Go fuck up the
I want to
toilets
go
and
piss
pop on.
about in the toilets.
Are we getting
I-
side looks?
Yes.
I turn to the.
Okay, then I'm
I
going
turn
to jump. Sorry, I'm going to jump to our table and start dancing.
Okay. That will get you some more looks, but maybe
I'll tell you what.
it will distract.
I'm going to try and flood the toilets and see what happens then. So I'm going to
Flip the
take a
toilet.
roll of duct tape and make
Flood.
like little poo balls and try and just flood the toilets. Yeah, like a child. Have I got a roll
That's
for that?
great. But screwing up sanitation on a space station is even more fucked up.
So, is that the
That's what I
is that
thought.
the
It
expected
might distract them. And
is that the
it's for
expected
comedy effect.
behavior
I
from a
guess I'm
Dolphar?
drunk by now, so.
Hmm.
Have I got to
Yeah, I
roll
want to
anything for
smash
that,
all
or can I
these
just go
fed
lock
rats
the
around.
toilets up?
Yeah, I'm hoping we get off this rock fast
Well,
because I don't like being surrounded by this many fed rats. They're just want to murder all of them. Filthy cops.
You can't start doing that because they'll press the detonator button, but I think I can get away with flooding the toilets.
Stick it to the man as you can, man.
Yeah. I finish my drink and go piss about in the bog.
Okay, you ruin the toilet, and then let me check something here.
I'm just wondering how the feds react to that. Or if
Okay, you
they've got
should have some-
sanitation drones or something.
It's not mentioned here, but you have to have a communicator so that you can communicate with the ship, and the ship tells you, warns you. that you got a message.
Oh, don't mess about in the toilet.
No,
Does
it's
that
just
mean we have to return?
yeah.
Well, yeah, they might blow us up if we don't.
Will do.
We'll have like 5 minutes to comply or something.
I
How
stand
big
up,
was-
stretch a little, and say, "Shall we return, gentlemen?"
Yeah, well, we're being summoned. I don't want to blow up just yet.
Yeah, so that doctor that's with us, that pharmacist or whatever it is, as we're going back, he's got a pistol too, right?
Yep.
Tell him I want his pistol. He doesn't need it. He doesn't want to get in a firefight. I need more guns. Give me his damn gun. I got 4 arms. He's got 2. Give me the gun.
What if someone attacks me? What will I do?
You hide behind me.
I turn to Neva and say, "Interesting. We are starting to have bullies and ranks in the team. It was faster than I expected."
I just look over my shoulder and say, "Shut up, old man." And tell that doctor, give me his gun. You don't need it. Does he really want to be in a firefight? You can run and hide if you give me the gun.
Okay. He gives you the gun. I will hide behind you.
Awesome.
You have 4 arms. Do you want my gun also?
Yes. Absolutely. I'm
I
also
have it.
ambidextrous.
In this case, is it quadridextrous?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Do you also have a gun, Neva? Maybe.
Yeah, I'm not
can
gonna
use-
give my gun.
I'm not giving up my gun.
Well, I got a shotgun
Okay.
too, so.
You can use a
Yes, we
shotgun.
also have shotguns. So.
No, 3 pistols. Perfect.
Yeah, but that
So you-
pistol, I'm just reading about it now, jams for 1d4 rounds.
Yeah.
I'm only roll below 5, folks. Great.
Yeah, I prefer laser guns, but you know.
They've given us some shit guns. Is there any way I can tweak those guns?
What are you expecting? They only give you shitty
Can I
things.
roll to see if I know that though?
What?
I don't want to meta game. I want to roll to see if I can tweak the gun to stop it jamming. If I recognise it's shit.
Yeah. Well, have you
Overcharging?
distributed the skill points?
Yeah.
So
I've got
roll
guns, iron will, and
roll
medical
yeah,
stuff.
roll tech. That's the skill for repairs.
Yeah, cool. Oh fuck! Don't worry, forget it. It's about 12 I got, mate. I don't think I've done it, has it?
Yeah, that's not enough. Okay, you
No.
return to the ship, and Seductra tells you that you have a message from the bosses.
Okay, bosses. What does it say?
So yeah, the bosses are the same guy. It's a voice message from the same guy. It says, I have to read it, obviously. Okay, so the voice message says, first he introduces himself. It's Zim again. Your first mission isn't a warm-up. It's a real assignment, so you're very lucky people. You will have real consequences if you fail.
Oh, great.
Kurt von Schönberg is a minor noble from the Habsburg coalition. He was found dead on the Asteroid of Pleasure. The Asteroid of Pleasure is a casino and spa and several other stuff.
Sounds lovely.
Kind of far from here.
I don't very much like the Habsburg coalition.
Well, it's not in the Habsburg coalition. So it proceeds. This wouldn't be a major issue if not for the company he kept. He was involved with underage sex slaves, a fact we want to keep under wraps to avoid a public spectacle. Any misstep on your part would ignite or could ignite an interstellar incident, so you must absolutely avoid that.
You
And by avoid, you mean avoid or you mean avoid?
Is it allowed?
Seriously?
still,
Are you
this, or
sending
is it-
us?
isn't it done yet?
This is a recording. It's not.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
So
not
when we
waiting
ask
for
a
you.
question, it just repeats itself.
So
I guess
you're.
we were a bit drunk from the Clarish snaps
I'm
and the
just, I'm
snaps
just
and all
wondering if you
that.
were. Is it alleged or is it underage sex slaves? That is a definite fact.
No reply. Okay, your new ship
Okay.
will take you to the asteroid of pleasure. Once there, you'll need to work quickly and quietly. The asteroid belongs to the Blight. This is now out of recording. The Blight is a criminal organization like the mafia.
Does the gang that I ran afoul of in prison have affiliation with the Blight?
Let me think about that. Probably not.
Good.
If it was, it would be fact.
Yeah,
Making sure.
it would be a good way to start. Okay, so the Blight isn't known for its hospitality, and they won't take kindly to a Federation investigation on their turf, so you will pose as guests to avoid suspicion. We have arranged for some credits for your stay and a reasonable cover story for your presence there.
In some clothes. Well, I know he's not going to answer, but
Yeah, possibly. Well, it's going.
the orange jumpsuits are a bit
They
of
are
a
going to give you
giveaway.
money, so you
So
can
we
buy.
show up in rags, buy nice clothes as part of our cover story when we get there.
Yeah, probably you'll have to find them here.
I
Yeah,
haven't used any of my stealth yet. Can I do this whole thing under stealth?
You can buy some stuff here, but it will be just gray suits.
Yeah.
So you got your message, and you got your coordinates, and you got a small map of the station where you're going to be traveling to, which is the asteroid of pleasure.
well, that sounds like an interesting location.
Yeah, for you especially.
Does it have a big neon sign up outside? Asteroid of Pleasure.
Yeah, in fact, it has.
That's exactly what I
Starring
pictured.
Snow Derek.
So let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
So how long ago was the murder committed?
You don't know,
Oh,
but
right, right.
it was probably recent. Of course, you'll take some time to get there. So
Yeah, but the Federation have no information other than this guy was a bit dodgy with
no,
underage.
there's a
whatever.
you can read that because they sent you a report. The murder was committed earlier today, so it was a recent thing.
What about the officers involved? Have they got names? Can we locate them?
It includes the name of the murderer, the person who was killed, not the murderer.
Well, no, they don't know who the murderer is.
It has no more details about that. So the guy is called something Kurt von Schönberg. Is a small, unimportant aristocrat from the Habsburg coalition. And as I said before, he was in an orgy that included sex slaves that were minors. And he was a playboy, as you can imagine from there. And he was frequently traveled to the asteroid of pleasure because it was a place where he could indulge in that kind of pleasure. The asteroid of pleasure is in the inner sphere, which means that inner rim, not inner sphere, inner rim. So it's not inner planets, but also not outer rim. So it's not a good place, but also not a very bad, horrible location.
How are they about race? Are they okay about other species being here, or
In the asteroid of pleasure, yeah, you can. There's no
yeah,
problem.
they don't mind who turns up.
They aren't racist as
They
long
aren't
as you have money.
racist. That's
Got money. They just don't like the poor.
Yeah, they hate the poor. But if you have money to spend, and you are supposed to be tourists, so that's what your fake identity says.
We are a
You are
strange
tourists.
group. We're
Oh,
going to
wicked.
appear all together.
Strange group of expendable
Oh,
But
strangers.
it's all
nothing
right.
is
I've got a plan.
nothing
Okay.
is strange
I
there.
have a killing plan.
Okay, okay.
Do you want to hear my killing
Anyway.
plan?
This is a role-playing game. Every role-playing game party is strange. If you are going
Yes.
to worry about that,
We're all sociopaths.
I've got a
usually
killing
it's
plan.
composed of people who shouldn't be together.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
you're just used to Welcome to St. Cloud.
Yeah, I know. We've been
And
playing
even
all
those are kind
humans.
of weird to be together, but some of them.
But in St. Cloud, in St. Cloud it's different. They belong together. They don't want to be together, but they're stuck together. It's different.
Yeah, it's a different reasoning.
So
So
the
that's what
idea is,
tells
do we
you.
need to really figure out who killed the guy, or we are there just to make sure nobody
No,
discovers what
you are there
happened?
to both things. You have to discover and make sure
Okay, yeah.
it stays under wraps.
Or
Was there someone called Caden Armanis in the
No.
asteroid at the time?
have they blocked people from leaving the asteroid?
No.
No wonder they framed me. Can we just frame somebody when we get there? Make this quick and easy. Just frame somebody.
You can, I think.
If everyone is more or less gathered in a common area of the ship, I want to
But how,
kind of stand up and say, gentlemen, in order for this to function, maybe we should have kind of a leader, like
Okay,
Mr. Grakar, or
I vote in myself then.
just
Well,
tell me who I need to kill.
you didn't tell us much about yourself.
But yeah, I think that should be added to the scenario. Since a trip to the asteroid of pleasure will take a few days, I'll have to add it that. Well, I could just say that the people who left are known, but then you couldn't catch the killer. So
Okay, and can we get a list of people who came to the space station within the first 72 hours of the murder? And how did this guy bite it? Was he like
yeah, well,
shot,
the problem is
strangled,
that there's lots of people coming in and out, but he was murdered with a knife. He was
He
stabbed.
was stabbed.
Well, that's not strange.
what kind of knife?
I'm thinking the guy I killed, I stabbed him.
It's a really personal way to kill someone.
Yeah, I'm sure it was a woman.
What kind of knife? Because they can identify the kind of knife used in a stabbing now. So in the future,
Yeah.
it should be what kind of knife? Is it a combat knife, a kitchen knife, a lane knife, or surgical?
Combat knife, yeah, combat
Combat
knife.
knife. Okay.
Have they actually found the murder weapon?
No, there was no murder weapon.
No
We
murder
know the
weapon.
type of knife though, so we'd be looking for somebody
Yeah.
with a combat knife. And do they have a list of people that were at the orgy, or was he? Did it happen during the orgy or after the orgy?
After the orgy, there's no list, and that's something that you have to find out because the orgy was not. There was nobody
How did they
controlling that.
advertise
So.
that either? I wouldn't
Yeah,
have
it was
thought.
an
That
under
would have
control
been-
orgy. That normally happens.
Yeah,
It's a velvet rope.
It was almost
So-
booked to order, invite only.
it's part of the things that you'll have to
I've never been to one of
find
those parties, Dan. They're all right.
I don't invite you.
It's private invite. It's usually a guy in leathers.
Yeah, funny, mate.
He'll meet
I was
you,
never
he'll meet you
invited
out
to
on the
that as
street
well.
somewhere. You get a secret location delivered to your phone off an unknown number. You have to
Well-
be stood at a certain time at a certain place, and then you get the invite. That happens every weekend round here, fella.
Well,
Cleethorpes is where it's at.
yeah, I know the weird clubs in New York in the 80s, the people would walk up and invite you to the weirdest shit. So,
Cleethorpes is like that every day of the week.
you know,
Seriously.
that's how I moved back to the country. All right,
Cleethorpes is my favourite route, to be honest. Anything goes.
So you have the coordinates, and you have a pilot, and you have a co-pilot, so you can introduce the
We
coordinates
have a
and
dog.
have a safe trip, and you can go lie in stasis while the trip happens.
Actually, I'll
I
train
want to
while
do
we're in
some
stasis.
research on the. I'm wondering, have we got communications on board the ship?
Yep.
Can we get hold of the space station, the sex station?
Well, they're supposed to travel right now. So, what if you want to? What do you want to?
Well, yeah, I'm going to ask them. Can they stop all the transport immediately? Because there's investigations on their way, and there's been a murder, and you're letting people out. Stop it. Who's in charge of this place?
That was already established that they. This
Right,
is a test.
they've stopped all.
This is
Right,
we are testing the scenario. So.
Right, so they've stopped all the transports then. Sorry, just writing all this rubbish down. Stop the transports on the space station. Right. What else have we established? It's a combat knife. Oh, let's go to stasis.
Yeah. Since I'm going undercover, though, I'm going to write bodyguard across the back of my jacket. So I'll be undercover.
So
I can just go into stealth, can't I? Is that how my suit works? It says discuss with the GM. So,
well, you are always undercover.
Yeah, I know. What I mean, my suit's got special shit that I should discuss with you. Apparently.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's supposed to have some kind of useful.
It's supposed to have stuff, and I've got to have a drawback.
Yes, it could have. I don't know, perhaps a vacuum cleaner, maybe.
Great, that'll be handy.
What's that robot on the Jetsons?
A vacuum cleaner attachment. The hoover up treasures with it.
A refrigerator. You open.
That's how we're getting into the orgy because all his attachments.
That's great. Yeah. Go gadget. Oh God, what is it?
So do we know, was it like a specific orgy, or there's a lot of orgies going on?
Oh, there are many.
Look at all of them.
It'll be orgy central.
There's a list. You want the what's his name?
It's like a list of buffets in Las Vegas.
You want the Schoenberg orgy? Okay, the Schoenberg orgy is here.
I'm not making any jokes about the BBC. I promise.
Oh, here they come for
you. Oh, Hugh. Anyway, allegedly.
There's nothing more damning than allegedly.
The last thing we need is hewing. I mean, suing.
Okay, so the pilots do their thing, and you guys just lay back and wait a bit. I can't remember how much. I think they are short. The hyperspace travels.
I thought you meant the orgies.
During the trip, since we are going to
the orgies are probably longer.
Okay.
Since we are going to an entertainment space station, during the trip, I will learn gambling and things like that with the chip.
Okay.
Ooh.
So, Joe, did you decide what your bodysuit does?
I'm going to have a vacuum. No, I'm going to have a little hand that can just sort of swipe things away and that nobody will notice. So it's like an appendage that sort of comes out and it can just grab stuff.
Okay, so you're
that'll be really handy at the orgy.
Got this little dodgy hand. It just sort of, I like that.
It's little, so it makes it look bigger.
It's almost like, can I have it so it's detachable, like the Thing in the Addams Family? And it sort of scuttles
Yeah.
about and comes
But
back.
that one just it goes away. So it's not attached to you.
It's not, no, it's like something I can release. It's almost like having
Remote
a pet.
control.
Yeah.
Like a spider.
Like a spider, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's something like that in Eon Flux.
Ian Flux.
Yeah.
What was Ian
I'm
Flux?
sure she
I
has
remember
something
that.
like that. And it's got
And
cameras
you-
on
I
it and
remember the
stuff.
name, but I can't remember what it was.
It was a cartoon from 1990, I think, roughly.
It was really good
Absolute
series too. It was
classic.
a comic before that, like paper.
And it was a comic, and they made a shit film, but the film was
I
rubbish.
thought it was actually French.
Oh, there's a film, yeah.
Yeah, the comic was French because it was a
I
French.
can't stop thinking about all the little attachments we could put on the Dolphin.
Oh,
to
that
help
thing on
with
MTV, right? It was on
Yeah.
MTV,
Yeah,
right?
MTV, Liquid Television.
Yeah.
And there's
I
like this
remember that.
camera thing in it, and it acts like a dog or mouse or whatever. I'm thinking one of those would be cool. It can take videos and stuff.
Can you
and
play
it's just
music?
Yeah, probably. But I don't know if it would while it was stealthing, but it would probably put a soundtrack over the
Yeah,
video.
that would be. Yeah. Elevator music while you're stealthing.
Yeah, you can video orgies and sell them on YouTube.
Can we add more stuff onto his robot body, like tentacles?
Don't be silly.
Yeah, that would be silly.
Just being silly.
Dude,
It's gonna
honestly, the vacuum cleaner attachment would come in handy too. So
Well, the vacuum cleaner could work
Yeah.
with tentacles.
Coins at the casino just disappear suddenly. The Dolphar starts jangling. What's that noise? Just my tambourine.
Okay, we
so-
arrive.
You arrive, and okay. As you approach the asteroid, you see neon signs. Many neon signs. One of them, the largest one, says "Asteroid of Pleasure" in vivid colors. This must be a very busy place right now, since they restricted traveling. The airspace is kind of empty, but it looks like a busy spot.
I'm going to send my robotic hand out straight away to start videoing things. I want a full documented report. So we'll all start the show with us doing that. And then it goes off to go and find things out.
So as you approach, you see it's a large place. The interior of the asteroid was hollowed out, and then the place was constructed there. There are many docks where you can leave park your spaceship, and your pilot is now taking care of that. He contacts the asteroid, and you arrive.
I'm wondering if we've got a contact within that we can speak to.
No. No
There's
contact.
no right. Okay, there's
just
right.
assume everybody on the space station is corrupt and in
Yeah.
on the burger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course they are.
Yeah.
This is an asteroid of pleasure.
Murder pleasure.
So when you get out of the ship, you find yourselves in a very interesting place. It's all full of lights and and noise. It's a very noisy place, and even before you get out of the dock, even that place there, it's very noisy, and you can hear the noises coming from the casinos and the bars that aren't that far. This is a space station. As you are arriving, there's a security officer from the docks, the space station, that comes, uh, approaches you as you are getting out of the ship, and he welcomes you.
I'm
So who are you supposed
yeah.
to be?
I'm just thinking we play it all really, really cool at the moment, and just act like everybody else. Really, sort of
Yeah.
do the
So
whole tourist
who
thing.
are you supposed to be? So they got your some information
Oh, we've
about
got
something,
the
so
IDs
you
and
can.
stuff, haven't we? So we can just
Yeah.
flash
So
those.
Well, we can be ourselves.
okay.
Can
We
we?
are a band of entrepreneurs.
We are a corporate group coming
Yes, a
on a
startup.
on a team building
Exercise, good one.
corporate
That is a group
Love it.
group building exercise. Trust me.
corporate retreat.
Comprehensive.
Okay. So the security guy just says, "Okay, so have you scheduled something while here?"
Not yet. What do you recommend? We are looking for orgies.
Activities.
Oh, so you go straight to business. Okay. So I recommend you go to. Well, it depends.
I
If you
whisper in
have
his
work.
ear, "Younger the better."
Oh, okay. I understand. Well, perhaps in that case, you should be looking for just a minute. Um,
She heard about orgies and she got crazy again.
uh, you should be looking for the forbidden chambers, but for that you must have lots of money. It's an expensive area, an expensive place. So if you aren't really wishing to spend that much, there's also some interesting things that you can do at less expensive places, like the Silken Chambers, and there are other brothels,
Are there
many brothels.
casinos?
Yes, of course.
Just put it on the account.
Whose account?
What is the best casino?
The Galactic Wheel. I would tell you that's probably the best place to go. It has games for everybody. Other than that, welcome and have fun. There's some problems. I don't know if you were informed about that, but the departures for now are restricted. No one knows why. So
No, we're not planning on leaving that soon.
okay, so probably
Shouldn't you have told us that before we landed that we can book?
not me. Probably someone should have. Yes, and someone told you, but not you, the pilot.
We already knew that, I guess. Okay, I'm thinking, and I'll propose this to the group. So I guess our guy probably went to the forbidden. I'm gonna
Chambers,
call it the
yeah.
forbidden planet. It's not the forbidden planet.
No, it's not forbidden.
I'm wondering if I can't send my
Forbidden
little
Chambers.
Yes, the forbidden chambers.
my robotic camera hand to go into the forbidden chambers, possibly.
I'm wondering if I could try to go there, like looking for a job.
You can do that. Yes.
I'm going to see if I can get a job as security or something like that. Maybe that's possible. I'll quite happily guard the forbidden chambers. Or we could possibly pimp you out.
Nobody pimps me out anymore. I'll pimp myself if
Just
I
an
want,
idea.
Mr. Dolfar.
Just an
I
idea.
said I was going to go there looking for work.
Well, do you want to take my little camera hand with with you?
Well, they're
What
probably
are
going to
the?
search me.
Do we have information about what are the criminal groups here in the asteroid?
The blight.
It's a mob planet.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all owned by the Blight.
The mob
They were
rock.
like really horrible people.
I scan the crowd and see if we're being checked out as we come off the things. I look for someone dressing us down as potential threats or marks as we come off. Whatever.
Okay, do a search roll.
Oh, is that D20?
Yeah.
No.
Well, you look around and you see plenty of people walking, and plenty of people looking at each other. So as you get out of the docks, this suddenly turns into a very, very, very busy place. Bars, shops, and discos,
Oh, it really is the
casinos,
equivalent of looking for
brothels, peep
needle.
shows, everything, coffee shops, restaurants, stores.
Illicit
That's-
coffee shops.
Yeah, as well. Yes, and it's very crowded. It's probably more crowded than it should be because since the departures
People are not leaving.
were cancelled, the departures were cancelled, but you were allowed to enter, so the arrivals are still happening.
All right. Where they tell me we need to go, I get up front and literally just shove people the fuck out of the way. Just, oh, get away, shag off. Lady coming through. Ugh. You know.
So where are you headed now? To the Forbidden Chambers?
Well, my plan, it also suggests, is maybe I can get into the Forbidden Chambers to work there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Since we don't have the money to.
Okay, so you look at your map, and this has several levels, not many. But,
We are assuming the guy was in the Forbidden Chambers, but if it's the
yeah,
most
you don't-
expensive, of course it's.
you aren't sure. So the Forbidden Chambers are sub-level 1, so it's underground. Well, everything is kind of underground, but it's underground in the sense that it's a sub-level. And there are more things there, and most of them, the level where you are is the most busy place. It's where the large casinos are.
Another thing that I'm thinking, would streetwise make sense for my character to have and try to
Yes.
get information, because in this case I guess it's a similar place to the one that she came from, right? If she was also a sex slave.
I have to look at your character now to check.
I got
that.
another suggestion too. Since it's an orgy, we should probably talk to the cleaning staff because if they have large orgies, they're going to need the cleaning staff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I
Think outside the box.
when I have opportunity, maybe if if everyone appears to be wandering off, I want to go to one of the casinos and call attention to see if I make contact with the blight people, so maybe win a lot of money.
So just checking, you are together or you are going separately?
I'm not sure, so that's why
No,
I'm saying
I'll
as a
cover
plan.
people's
So
backs. Happily.
No, okay.
We're all in the same boat at the end of the day at the moment, really, because we've
Yeah.
all been
Yeah.
You're
got
in the
those.
same asteroid.
We were in the same boat. Now we are in the same asteroid. Yes. So I don't know. Can I try to do a streetwise to see if I get any word about what the hell happened to this Kurt guy? Talking to that to other hookers.
Sure, roll it.
Well, I was a sex slave, but that's basically the same. Okay.
You need a 15 for that.
Here I will roll a 1. No, I rolled a 6.
Well, we may as well dogpile it, to be honest, because we
So
might all...
you ask around, and nobody knows about Mr. Schoenberg.
Okay.
Well, if you are asking around for information, probably the blight will be the ones that have people everywhere, and we'll know what happened. If no one was
It's
caught.
overhearing the right conversation, isn't it? I mean, with all these people.
Can we get a cipher? Can you hack in to a terminal and find out who the work crew was at the orgy place? Get like the staffing, the event staffing for like the cleaning crew, the bartender, and if they had any cameras.
Yes, maybe, but we don't
If they've
know
got
yet
cameras, that
where
evidence
it
is gonna-
happened and all the details. This is a big station. There will be lots of information.
It'd just be that. It'd just be that one level.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
Let's find a terminal.
We could shrink our parameters to from 10,000 to 1,000.
Let's find a terminal.
Okay, roll a hacking or computers.
I have. I already started to write the cyber stuff here to select the cyber stuff. I have an implant, a cyber link that I can connect directly to a terminal. So I will just like literally connect to the side of the head. Yeah.
But if he needs help getting into a different location, I can muscle in and find it.
So I will do.
Can we get a... Sorry, can we get a blueprint of sub-level 1, please?
13. Let me
Yeah.
have
You can.
the skill.
Cypher's doing his little
Is
thing. We're
it,
hanging over his shoulder.
Hacking or computers?
Hacking should be better.
Okay, so
What you are doing, at least, is not really legal. So
okay. So what hack is it? Brains?
yeah, it's brains.
What is the modifier for 18?
Plus 3.
Plus 3.
Plus 2?
Plus
Plus
3.
3, but if you've got an 18.
Okay, so the total was 22.
Okay, so you hack in. You find that there are several. The forbidden chambers are not just in one place. It's several places where several orgies could happen. So at different times.
All on the sub-level, though.
Yeah, so it
But
could
we know
be,
the date, right? So the day, so that helps.
You have the
we
date.
know what day, what morning he
Yes.
died. So
Okay, so you have a few names.
I'm as I'm finding that information, I'm kind of stating it very in a deadpan voice, like just like matter of fact thing.
So you have Lola Malone
These
with his
names.
bartender. You have Marcos Rodriguez, a bouncer. You have Celeste Laurent, hostess. You have Isabella Silk, also hostess. And you have you don't have names for the cleaning crew. They are just unnamed people.
So those were people who were working at the time of
These
the
people were
incident.
working there, yes.
So hostesses, bouncer, and who else?
A bartender.
And the bartender.
Also on a bartender.
Bartender.
Have we got locations of where these people are now?
he wasn't looking for that. He was just looking for.
Yes, it was what I wanted to do next, to find where the if I
Where
can
they
find
live or something like that, right?
where that
Well,
bartender
where
is
they
working. I like
stay or where?
bartenders. Like to drink, so bartender is good.
Well, if you want to find a bartender at the workplace, you don't need to
Yes,
search anything.
Yeah.
You already
He
know
well,
where.
works at the
can be.
Pleasure
It's the
Dome.
hostesses I want
Yes,
to
but he
speak
said
to, really.
it's several.
Oh yeah, well, at the moment, yes, okay. So it's
Yes, at the
well,
moment.
yes, it's that you know that you can find out. You don't need any more
Okay.
checks. So you have a location for that.
Could you see their work schedule and see if any have called off or disappeared or been terminated after the murder?
Okay, I will.
No,
Check
it's everything is regular. They are all working, and no one left.
According to that terminal, though, according to the paperwork that he's looking at, they could have covered
Yeah,
their tracks.
at least that. Yeah.
It's true.
Okay. So I
That,
disconnect.
that would be a really easy thing to almost fudge, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? They've like done it, but it looks as if they're there, but they may not have been, kind of thing.
Or when we ask
Well-
questions, it says they've been there and they haven't been here today.
Well, yeah.
Well-
What I'm saying is, if they wanted to commit a murder, right? They could have done the murder, and they'll say they've been in one place when they could have been in another.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we just got to find more details about the murder and find out if it's a murder, assassination, or a hit. You know, because the information we got from the cops is pretty much lackluster.
Well,
Do
the
they
cops
not know
don't
anything
care.
because it's a mob controlled asteroid and they don't really have any influence here?
Yeah,
This is
probably
it.
right.
Yeah. That's why you are here.
We're meddling in their
Yeah,
affairs.
if
that
they
don't
could send
really
people,
concern us.
they would send them and not us. Competent people that know what they're doing.
I'm an investigator now. Yay!
No,
So,
we're expendable.
Ladies and gentlemen, what would you like to do next?
We got to find a way into the sublevel. Hey, can you get us
Yeah.
just fake invites? Just hack us in. Put us on the list.
Yes.
Yeah, good idea. You're smart for a Clarish.
What's the plan? I was.
He's
going
gonna
to
try and
let's see
put
if
us in our
Freya can
list.
put us in the list.
Yeah. Okay.
That's just player over character. I should probably
Yeah.
try to be more 70 IQ like Mike.
I think what we need is money. The list I think is open. So as
Yes,
long as
money
we
is
can pay.
money is important. Yes. But you probably don't have enough for that.
We're gonna have to gamble, aren't we? We probably don't have enough for that either.
That's something you can do. Yes.
Well, I
But
think
we
I should
could be
try and
dead.
get. I should try to get a job at somewhere in the Forbidden Zone, so I could try to talk with the people.
No, it's not the Forbidden Zone.
The Forbidden, the
No,
Forbidden.
nor the Forbidden
Chambers.
Planet.
Yeah.
Would it be easier instead to not try to buy our way in, but just buddy up
Hello,
with someone
room
rich enough
service.
to get in there and buddy up with him and make them a stooge? That way, if anything goes south, we can just blame them when they get whacked, not us. So find a rich person and make them our patsy, and have them get us in there, or have you persuade them to take us to the orgy.
Don't you want to go get some drinks first? I say with a
You want to go to the casino and play? Okay, so let's go to the casino.
And we can go to the bar also. Where this? What was the name of the bartender?
Lola.
Marcus, yes, Lola Malone.
Lola Malone.
Well, yeah, well, the bartender and the bouncer we might be able to find easily than the other guys, to be honest.
We are
We
not
might be able
really
to
on a
speak to them.
we are not really on a time limit here, so we can just.
As long as we don't fuck up, yeah. Who
Yeah.
knows what
Okay.
they're going to make us do next?
So
You're
we
smart,
can go to,
Ria. Yeah.
I'm going to
We
have
can
to
go to the
conceal.
bar.
Are we okay concealing our weapons here and stuff?
You can use them.
What's the
No
deal with
problem.
that?
Well,
You
I
haven't got
you can
condiment
you
or
can
You
have
can
them. You
anything?
can
carry
use
them.
them.
Okay.
You can carry them. Yes.
Grakar is my weapon, so I don't have that problem.
Run an open carry asteroid.
So
Can
we
I
can
send out
let's
my camera thing? See what it
The
picks up.
explain
I
me
don't know how you
explain
want
me
to do that.
exactly how that happens.
Right. Well, this is a like if you remember the thing off Adam's Family, this is like a
Hmm.
cybernetic equivalent.
Okay.
It's like a hand that dashes around. It's got like that finger here. You can see that.
Okay.
It's got like a camera on it, and it
Hmm.
just sort of buzzes around. Like,
Well, if you are going to put that thing in a place where there's a casino, you'll probably get in trouble.
no, I'm not putting it in the casino. I want to send it down to the sub levels, mate.
Well, you can try, but if someone finds it, they probably blow it up.
Oh yeah, more than likely. But they won't
Okay.
notice the camera as such. It'll just look like a, I don't know. They'd probably think it was a rodent, maybe.
Well, if it's made to look like a creature, yes. Okay, so I suppose you control it, right?
Yeah, it's like a
So it
direct
should
feed to
should
my
be what?
suit, my eyeballs, or the equivalent
So
of
brains probably. If it's mentally controlled,
brains
it
and
should be
what
brains.
tech,
And what cells? I
brains
don't
and
know.
tech.
Tech, yeah.
Yeah, I've got tech and brains. My brains are good.
Mhm.
You won't
Of
believe
course you
it,
have
but
brains.
oh wow, I got
Not
18,
not
19
brains.
altogether. Oh,
19. Okay,
is it
19 is
just
good.
tech? I rolled a 16 anyway.
So you send your camera hand
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
sub level. The sub level isn't
definitely.
that different from the upper level. It's just smaller, much smaller. Um, Less people. They look wealthier because the down there it's a little bit more restrictive. So you have to have more money to spend, and so there's less people, less tourists, and they look like loaded people. And the
Is there
security
any
guys and
rooms
all
that
that.
look like they're cornered up,
Sorry.
like sealed up?
Yes, certainly there are some. Yes, there
But
are
I
some
mean, ones
places that
that
are
look like they're not
not
being.
allowed to go.
Yeah, it's like it's all sort of prohibited. And is it secure?
So, what kind of place are you looking for? I'm not following you.
I'm looking for somewhere that's probably guarded by now. I would have thought, like with people sort of hanging around it, not investigating as such, but making sure that area is cordoned off. Maybe more
Um,
salubrious than the other areas. Something that
hmm.
stands out like that's the place it happened.
Well, they aren't really investigating officially, so it might just be closed. That doesn't m- it doesn't mean that it has to be really turned off or cut off from the public, because if they are hiding it, that would defeat the purpose. So no, there's no place like that, but there's a place that it's called Forbidden Chambers. It's a big area of this, and but it's a common place. It's not something that is uh, closed off or something. It's there. It's open. It's just expensive.
All the rooms are open. I could go down there, and they would let me in anywhere, basically, if
You
I had the
assume
money.
that, yes. It seems like
Right,
it's everything is
right.
open. Yes.
Yeah, but then there's what bouncers on the doors,
Yeah.
or
There are bouncers and there are security teams. Actually, the sub level seems to be more controlled. Perhaps not
right.
for the security of the people who are there more than the places themselves, because
Am
they
I
aren't
able to
selling anything.
people who were possibly on that list or not?
Which
Like
list?
facial recognition and stuff.
Yes, this is space opera.
Yeah, okay. So, right, I'm going to call my thing back. And I'm going to say what we need to do now is get this tape sort of analysed between me and the Cypher dude, I would have thought.
Do that.
Yeah, it's a woman.
It's a woman. Yeah, no, it doesn't look like looking at
No,
her.
no.
But,
Oh,
she's a
sorry,
woman.
Ria. Yeah.
He identifies
I
as a
we need
woman.
to have
Yeah.
a look at this and see what she thinks of it. And maybe it would do for us all to have a look at the playback so that we get an idea of just what we're dealing with.
Okay. Can we do it after a couple of drinks?
It would, yeah. Well, we could do it just on a sort of little terminal thing that I've probably got stashed in my other suit pocket or something. I don't know, like a screen that will allow you to, like almost like a those freaking things. What they call? Bang them in your computer, like a Bluetooth plug. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Data keys or whatever.
Let's do it a little bit later. We've been in stasis. It's a
Yeah, we
noisy
just
place.
arrived. Yeah, you're right. Let's go to the bar.
It's a noisy place.
Get the acquaintance. Yeah.
We need
I
some
might
money.
just leave my little bug dude down there then, and just see what's. No, maybe not because he's been down there a while. I'm gonna call it that.
What's the name again of your species? Alpha 7?
Dolfar.
Dolphin.
Dolphin. I don't know how you dolphins are with these things, but I would like to rest a little, to have a small pause.
Yeah, that's
before
cool.
we do that.
That's cool. We can go rest. Everyone's got to sleep.
Yeah. That's a good idea. I agree with. I'm starting to agree with Never. Let's have some fun before we actually
Die.
do. Yeah, exactly. We're probably gonna die doing this, so let's have some fun before.
Yeah, cool. It's not as if I've done
Okay,
anything.
so
I've just sent my
you are
robot
going
out.
to a
Well,
nightclub
Rhea
or
wants to
something?
go to a casino because she wants to play. I just want to go to the
casino.
bar and drink.
So first,
Okay.
let's go to the bar. Let's go to the bar where that bartender is working now.
Lola Malone.
Yes, Lola Malone.
It sounds a bit like a trans woman, right? Trans woman.
Maybe she can
Lola.
pay.
No, but it's not. I'm not inclusive. It's a woman.
I'll have a
An ugly-
Coco Cabana, please.
It's an ugly woman.
Or a Manolo. Have they got a one called the Manolo?
Is she
But-
ugly? Is she man like ugly? Ugly like, oh, maybe
Yeah,
she's
she's
a man.
like a man.
Okay.
But she works in the lower level, and that's an expensive area. Are you sure you want to?
So that's the problem. That first we need money, right?
Yeah.
So let's go to the casino.
Yeah.
Maybe you can.
I have something to say. I don't want to be annoying, but I think I'm getting really, really sleepy.
Yeah.
No, it's
And
fine.
my brain is almost shutting. It's starting to shut down.
Yeah, it's almost
That's
midnight.
cool.
Yeah.
It is almost midnight. I wasn't. Yeah, it is. It really is.
So let's agree that we'll go to the casino next time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Casino
Oh.
and then the bar.
And then the bar, yeah.
Something else?
I'll send
now,
my
sounds
robot a robot
And we
thingy
will
out.
look at the type of
We'll look at the tape. But I'm going to try and keep watch of that lower level and just see who's coming and going and from what room, maybe.
For patterns.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Just like sort of keep it under surveillance.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick a fight at the bar when we walk in. I haven't had a chance to beat anyone up.
Yeah.
Got a beer, got a burger, haven't beat anyone's ass.
Yeah. Grakar needs some ass beating.
Okay, I'm going to